So,
okay. So you were saying that the LifeWave patches had an effect on you and on your mother. But then I would ask a question. Because it had an effect on you and on your mother, what is the knock-on effect for your whole family?
the knock-on effect of my family is excitement.
Yeah.
Because,
so,
you know, when LifeWave crossed my path, there was a couple of, should I say, checklists that needed to be ticked. A few things needed to be ticked off from our boxes. And, you know, there were three things. You know, the first thing is, number one, the product needs to work. That is the most important thing. The product needs to work. And what I love about LifeWave is that the product leads is what follows. Because when you've got a product that is a leader, that is so important. And number two is no competition. The product is patented. I don't think, if anybody can grasp what we're sitting on right now, sitting with a product that works so well, working in a beautiful networking structure, and you've got a product that is patented, you've got no competition, guys, the world is our oyster. And we with a company right now, another thing was the solidarity and the foundation, which is so important, because today people are looking for stability. There are so many fly now, so many people being caught out with different scams and this and that. People are sick and tired of that. People want to be involved in a company that's been around the block. Now, let me tell you something. Not many companies have been around for nearly 2 decades. Not many companies. Most companies fail. 90% of companies fail within the first year. So that's something that made me feel very secure, is that we're working with a very solid foundation. And because the company being around 2 years away from 2 decades, that is an amazing thing. So, you know, those are the ticks that got ticked on my boxes. So I'm over the moon. I've got what you call a LifeWave insomnia, and that's not from the patches. It's LifeWave insomnia from the excitement. I feel like a dog with 2 tails.
Yeah.
I was with Wilson today for 2 hours. Oh my goodness gracious. If you guys were a fly on the wall, you'd be thinking, what are these two on? We were talking at a speed going, and it was just purely excitement. Pure excitement. We'll get Wilson on just now, and he can share what the beautiful moment that we had together when we spoke to Wilson's mom, because of the difference that LifeWave has made for his mom as well. We'll get Wilson on a little bit later. We're going to share a very beautiful story with you guys later.
So look, we have also here Javi, who's smiling and clapping. Javi's in New York, and Javi's really excited to be meeting South African Connection and others. But why don't you say hello and tell a little bit your story before we do the presentation?
I mean, Chris, sign me up. I want to sign up all over again. I mean, this business is all about stories, man. You know, like George said, I met George on a Zoom call. We connected instantaneously. At the end of the day, people do business with people who they know, like, and trust. And, you know, I'm listening to Chris's passion, and the more I listen to him talk, the more I fall in love with this business, because that's what this business is all about. It's getting people's belief level from here to where they want to be. And we do that with people who we trust. And, you know, George and I, Chris and I, and I want to say Happy New Year to everybody here. This is the first South African meeting that we're having for 2023, and many to come. And I'm excited to build with you guys. And a little bit about myself. I've been in the profession for 15 years. I've been in LifeWave for 6 months, okay? Now, I started in network marketing when it was very inconvenient for me, okay? Life was very inconvenient, and good things come into people's lives when it's inconvenient. I had $6.23 in my bank account. I was looking for a second job. And you want to know something? Every day we all ask for more, we pray for more, or whatever your belief is. I never thought that I was going to speak in front of people and give people hope again from where they are to where they want to be, like someone did for me. Before, back then, Zoom wasn't even created. I sat in the room, my head was down, and the person who was speaking was the person who actually enrolled me into LifeWave. His name is Mike Hernandez. And when I saw him speak, I was like, wait. And I said it this exact way. If this fool can do it, so can I. Okay. I love people. I love to help people. I'm a people person. And this business is all about people, how we help people. And, you know, LifeWave inspired me because I have a son who's autistic. When I was introduced to LifeWave, I just came back from Mexico from injecting my son with stem cell in his body. We paid a pretty penny to do that, and we did it not once, but we did it twice. And when I came back, Mike Hernandez told me, hey, Javi, I have this patch that rejuvenates your own stem cell. And I was like, yeah, right. You know, we're very familiar when it comes to stem cells. So is my wife. Just because he was a friend, we said, send the patches over. And we saw very minimal results when it came to Alex. My son is Alex, he's 9 years old. When it came to injecting him with stem cell, very minimal. But we put the patches on, guys, I'm telling you right now, within 2 to 3 weeks. This past summer, we were sitting in the breakfast nook, and we were looking outside. Alex was outside on the swing. Now, he always wanted to swing on the swing by himself. He always wanted to ride a bike by himself. But you know, autism is a mind-body disconnect with motor skills. Your mind does one thing, but your body does another. And he got frustrated. We always had to push him to get on the swing. We always had to put his feet on to ride a bike and push him there as well. We were looking outside the window, in the patio window, and he was swinging on the swing by himself with a good momentum. And me and my wife looked at each other. We're like, holy moly. And I'm saying that with the rated G version, okay? I'm from New Jersey, okay? We say the word shit, all right? Just say that right now. And we said, Alex is swinging on the swing. So we kept on patching him up. 2 weeks later, we have a Peloton in the house, and he pointed the Peloton because he's nonverbal. We put him on the Peloton, guys, and we had this all on video, if you don't believe me. He started riding the Peloton by himself. Let me tell you something. We were 1 foot out the door of this profession. I'm a public speaker by trade, okay? But I love network marketing because I love the community aspect of it. So my wife and I said, we have to tell the world about this thing. Okay, this is a secret that everybody needs to know. Now, it's an 18-year-old company, okay, and no one knows about LifeWave, but this patch, the X39 that we're going to talk about today, was created 3 years ago, okay? So we call this an 18-year-old startup company, and I'm excited for each and every one of you that are here, and you're going to hear the passion in my voice, you hear the passion in Chris's voice, you hear the passion in George's voice, because the fact that what it done to us in our lives personally, that I can actually go out and lead with a product as opposed to leading with a business. I'm gonna pause on that for a second. Because those of you who've been involved in the network marketing profession before know that we always have to lead with a business. Here I can lead with a product. I can patch somebody within 72 hours. Someone is calling me and telling me, Javi, where do I get more of this stuff? And those are the calls that I wait for, okay? Now, Chris has told you his story. George has told you his story. I told you my story. I had plantar fasciitis in my feet. I was an athlete. The bottom of my feet hurt like hell. I put the patches on. 4 days, I'm feeling great. I put the patches on every day. It's doing something to my body. This presentation that you're going to see today is going to take me 15 minutes to do this. And I want you to have an open mind and an open heart to hear this message, because it could be for you and it could not be for you. Okay, this is why I want you to have an open mind. People here, we all have jobs, 9 to 5 that we love, but at the end of the day, we don't have enough when it's time, when we get paid. Money goes here, money goes there, money comes in, money goes out. But the spreading of this patch, helping people with their health, guys, we get rewarded handsomely to do it. It just takes a little bit of work, okay? Now, with that being said, George, let's rock and roll with this.
Okay, so what I would say, 2 things before we do that. Regularity. That's one of the things that LifeWave does, is they put money in your account when there's money every Tuesday. And I'm beginning to have that I have that money every Tuesday, and it's beginning to be significant that I don't need to touch other monies to go through my daily life, which is really huge. And Beverly, the person who told me about this, when she said, please watch this video, I said, you know what, I'm not interested in stem cells. that they make them out of stolen placentas and stolen fetuses, and it sounds barbaric to me. And she said, no, this is different. Please watch it. And I went, okay, all right, I'll watch it. But I was full of doubts because half an hour video, take the time to watch it. But I watched it, and I'm super glad that I did, because it was the Dr. Schmidt talking to health professionals, explaining the development and how this X39 works. So then what I've noticed with Beverly, I've known for many years. She's completely, she's not a computer person, let's say, but she's laughing with that. So she doesn't really know how it exactly works, but money's landing in her account every week now. And what she said, besides I can turn the heating on again this year, I'm beginning to feel relaxed. All the stress, because she had a restaurant died in COVID. She kept it open too long. She lost a fortune with keeping it open too long with COVID, hoping that it would all come back. And we kept, I had a online platform for Restaurant World, and we none of us knew what was going to happen. So then, since then, she's been doing all sorts of dinners, workshops, catering for tourists, etc., but no regularity. And now, you may want to say 2 words about that, Beverly, before we do the presentation.
Okay, well, I'd just like to say that Chris's excitement is how I've been feeling. And now it's nearly 4 months. It'll be 4 months on the 10th. And I feel like that every day. I'm excited to get up. I'm excited with the world. I feel in love with the world. I feel so happy, and I do have that backup that George is talking about. There's something just creeping in to my account every week, and but it's not just that. It's just when I talk to people, and I think it's contagious. The excitement, it just catches on to people, and I'm able to transmit that, and it's amazing. It is. It's absolutely amazing. And what we can, as pioneers, how we can help so many hundreds and thousands of people. And it's fantastic. I'll tell my story, one day, because I knew about these products. I trained at the Hippocrates Health Institute in West Palm Beach in Florida. And I was there at the beginning of these stem cells, and they were doing live blood analysis there with them, experimenting. And I think actually that David Smith says that there are scientific records on the LifeWave, and I think they were done actually in the institute that I was there. But anyway, I'll hand it over to you guys. Javi, it's lovely to see you, and take it away with the presentation. Yeah, thank you.
I'm going to share the screen and go to your presentation, Javi, and I'll click when you tell me to click.
All right.
All right, I just move this out of the way so I can get to the click place. All right, now I get to click. Okay,
so we're going to watch this 1 minute video.
Two.
Talking about the X39, 2-minute video, whatever.
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. LifeWave's phototherapy patches use light to stimulate the body's natural healing systems, providing specific health benefits. Here's how the technology works. First, a patch is applied to specific points on the body. Where the patch covers the skin, infrared light emitted from the body is reflected back into the tissue. This stimulates the skin, which in turn stimulates specific regions of the brain, The brain then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy and the ability to heal itself. Let's take a look at why this is important on a cellular level. For example, a number of our patch products help counteract free radicals, oxygen molecules that damage cell proteins and contribute to visible signs of aging. When the body is stimulated through phototherapy to release its own antioxidants, these free radicals are neutralized naturally. LifeWave phototherapy.
Okay, so let me press the button here. And then, there we go.
All right, so in this presentation, George and I are going to bounce off of each other on this because he has things that he wants to chime in on. Chris, feel free to do that as well. Okay, so LifeWave is a 19-year-old company. We called it a 19-year-old startup company because before the X39 was created, it was a $30 million a year company. Okay, it took 11 years to create the X39 through David Schmidt, the scientist we're going to see on the next page. Okay, it went from a 30 million to a $300 million a year company. We are over 80 countries, and we were listening to Inc. 500 magazine not once, but twice.
And 80% of the sales of the company are X39, and I'll do the yeah.
Right. So this is David Smith. He's the creator. He is an actual nerdy scientist. He's not an entrepreneur that took a product to the market. He's a scientist that wanted to make a change in the world. So he still thought of stem cell. So he was inducted in the Scientists Hall of Fame, not once, but twice. Okay, so now what is our patches composed of? Okay, they're composed of organic nanocrystals. No infusion, no chemicals. It's like getting vitamin D from sun. Your own copper peptides. Activate. Go ahead, George.
Okay, hang on. Here we go.
Okay, so the X39 has over 110 patents on it. It's protected. It's not a Me Too product. And we're going to talk about this because in a lot of network marketing companies, whether they're vitamins, collagen, weight loss, CBD, other companies will say, you know what, I have that product too. Mine is better than yours, okay? No one has a patch that rejuvenates your own stem cells through your own copper peptides. So we have that patent, over 110 patents on it. So you're not gonna find this patch anywhere. It's not a Me Too product. You're not gonna find it at a gas station. Over here in New Jersey, we find CBD oil in gas stations. For all I'm concerned, that's probably engine oil, okay? You know, so you're not gonna find our stuff, and you're only gonna find us exclusive to LifeWave distributors. Okay, so known fact, at the age of 30, we start losing our stem cell. And at the age of 60, we don't have any. So that's why when we're sick or when we work out, we have this soreness for a long period of time because our stem cells are dormant. Okay, stem cell attacks inflammation. And that's what my son has autism, is inflammation in the brain, right? So, you know, at the age of 60, we don't have any type of stem cell. So that's why it takes us longer to recover.
And like you say, like we see, all of that changes once X39 is applied, once we put the patch on. There are people who have results in 2 hours. Some people, and we call them one patch wonders. And there are some people who take a couple of weeks to see results, or even a month. Dr. Schmidt always recommends a 90-day protocol.
That's right. So the company did an experiment of 12 healthy participants between the ages of 50 and 80 years old. Okay, with the okay, our body's going to go through a sudden change because things are going to start coming to life again. Go ahead, George.
Okay.
Okay, so here are the pictures of the process of the 3 sessions. Look at the first session. Of the red that you see is inflammation. Session 2, the red has turned into blue. In session 3, the inflammation is pretty much gone. So the patch does work. And like George said, some people will see results in 2 minutes, 2 hours, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. Everybody is different. All our stem cell has been dormant for so long. So it's going to take some time. Everyone's going to be different.
And there's something interesting here. The process is continuous and accumulative. So as time goes by, the improvements stay, but the improvements continue to improve, which is phenomenal.
Okay, so here's the process when it comes to our patches. The first few days of putting on these patches, 4,000 of your genes begin to reset. So within 24 hours, the stem cell activation patch begins to reset between 3,000 and 4,000 genes to a younger, healthier state. That is huge, guys, with a small patch the size of a quarter does. Go ahead, George. Within 1 to 3 months, within 1 to 3 months, you're going to start seeing physical change. Physical change is going to start to occur. Okay, activating your stem cell leads to an increase in collagen in skin, which decreases wrinkles and increases hair growth.
So,
okay, within 3 to 6 months, your active stem cell begins to repair. Okay, so that's when you start seeing the changes in your body. Okay, the polynutrient stem cells turn into any cells in your body needs for repair. The stem cells are now actively creating deep healing in your body, guys, which causes repairing from damage caused by the age process. 6 to 12 months.
sorry,
the reverse.
Sorry. Just so sensitive.
And trigger happy over there. So within 6 to 12 months, the reverse aging process. Okay, so in the recent study, 14 out of the 15 people lowered their vascular age by an average of 8 years after just 6 months of using the X39. Now that's amazing. That is really amazing. Now it's not anti-aging, it's age reversing. All right, go ahead, George.
No, I had a friend visiting I hadn't seen for a few years. And I said to her, how am I looking? She said, you're looking the same as ever. Actually, you're looking younger. And I said, well, I've got to tell you something. And after we had lunch, I told her about X39, and she left the house having purchased a silver package. Okay.
Amazing. Love it. So the company created this website, startx39.com. It comes in every language that we offer business in, and it breaks down everything about the X39 from A to Z. No stone is not unturned. It's going to explain everything you want to know about this patch, the X39. StartX39.com. Take a snapshot of this or write it down. It'll tell you about the product, the science, and the studies behind it as well.
And yeah, there is links to to a lot of the case studies. I read a bit. I'm not that medical. Javi didn't really read anything because he has the experience with his son, but some people, they want to read every detail, but it's all there for you. Okay, so Javi's frozen. How do we wear them?
Am I frozen?
Or me, maybe I'm frozen.
Yeah, go ahead, George, say this page.
Okay, so all the studies that they've done are using these two positions, below the belly button and at the top of the spinal column. So whereas you can use X39 in other places, and we've got interesting stories of people who've done that, all the case studies were done using these two positions. You wear the patch for 12 hours on and then 12 hours off to repair and rejuvenate. So it's like if you have 7 coffees in a day, the first one has an effect and the last one doesn't, and the middle ones maybe do, maybe don't. So you need this time to be ready to use a patch again the next day. However, when you take your patches off, if you've got family pets, do certainly put the patches on those pets. We've seen with pets great results. Important to drink a lot of water. I don't know if you know, I drank quite a lot of water on this call. Body wants water, but also the water transmits the information around the body. So let me change the slide here. We have all sorts of testimonials, but here you can see a few images of people. This person with a very bad wound on the face, and I've got to move this out of the way. And you can see the improvements over 3 weeks. People's hair growing back. But maybe this is the moment to ask Wilson to speak. Wilson, let me go and find you.
Hi there, how you doing?
Hey, my brother. Hey, Wilson, how you doing, my brother?
How are you, buddy? Sorry, my connection's a bit dodgy.
Okay.
So I'll put my camera off.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me properly?
Perfect.
Yeah, so I had a beautiful experience with life. It was actually a present given to me in December. Somebody sent me a sleeve of patches, and they knew my mom had with her back. And yeah, I stuck it on her. She's going in for a major operation in March. And literally within 45 minutes, her pain disappeared, and she has tried to drink every pain pill, and it's completely transformed her life. And Dave, me and Chris were sitting there, feeding off each other and just working out strategies on what we can do. And my mom gave me a call, and I was like, "Hey, Mom, look here, this is the guy that showed the patches to us." And her words were, "Yes, thank you, Chris, you completely changed my life." And the power of what this could do to some people very quickly. You know, maybe not everyone will have those results within 45 minutes, but my mom can't live without it. So yeah, thank you very, very much for showing this to me. And I think this opportunity yes, many. I think you know, don't have to come in and market this to people. They can be a retail client and just buy the product. And once you use this, you wouldn't want to stop. That's how good it is.
So we ran with it, you know, and we knew that LifeWave was going to happen. We knew we had something big in our hands. That's why you can hear the passion in my voice, because what it did to my son alone, okay, I didn't have to see anything else. Like George said, I didn't read anything. Okay, I learned as I went, and this is going global. And I told George, I want to go global with this because the world needs to know. So from Spain, it went to Mexico. From Spain, it went to South Africa. From Spain, it went to Germany. From Spain, it went to Cyprus. We are going global with this thing. We are now in South Africa. And anyone here who is serious about changing their life and changing the life of people, patch yourself. I'm telling you, this patch is going to change your life totally. Oh, George is back. Great. Okay, now you're muted.
Okay, so where I am, I don't know why the internet comes and goes. I'm overlooking the Atlantic in Portugal. Next Thursday, I'll be in Spain when we do the call next Wednesday and next Thursday. By the way, everybody, 2 things that I should tell you is that
yes, Lisa.
Next Wednesday we have this call, but on Thursday we have a call with the upline leaders, people who some of you have met on other calls and some of you haven't. But please make sure you come to next Thursday's call and make sure that all your people come on that call, because that's going to be super interesting. Also on Saturday, there's I think it's a 4-hour workshop, correct?
Yes.
Which starts at 1 p.m. Eastern, So 1 p.m. New York, which is 7 p.m. 8 p.m. South Africa, and it goes on for 4 hours. I'll put the information in the group, the link into the group, but also tell all your people, because there's various people who are going to be giving their experience, including Javi.
Right.
Taking part.
I will be teaching. I will be doing a teaching on that Zoom as well as other leaders, and we're talking about deep teaching, how to build this business solid and get amazing momentum. So I'm gonna get George that information. George is gonna pass it on to everybody. Very impactful, very impactful. Lisa, to answer your question, yes, you can swim with it, you can bathe in it. My son swims in a pool in it. He's been in the ocean in it. He bathes in it. Rock on, baby. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, I've been to 30 minutes swimming in the sea. No problem.
Yeah. All right, George, let's continue with this presentation.
Okay, I'm going to find it again after all that. So let me go back. Oh, I have to go to screen share. Just a minute, share the screen again. Here, let me get to the right place, and then I'll share the screen. Okay, at the moment, while I'm looking for it, the stem cell industry is about $11 billion a year worldwide, and in the US, $3.5 billion, projected to triple by the end of the decade just in the US. So we take part in that, and that's we just need a little bit of that to help our lives. Going back into the Zoom, and I'm going to share the screen. And here there are, we come to the point of how to make money with LifeWave.
Backward.
You can see my screen now? Sorry, it broke up. Can you see my screen? Yeah.
Yeah, got that.
Yes, we see your screen.
Okay.
Can you go back one?
Go back one.
Yeah.
These numbers, I've done some research. These numbers are not right, which is why I jumped on it. I did a whole bunch of research on the stem cell industry worldwide.
All right. Go ahead, George.
So for people who are networkers, some people know what a binary system is. I worked in a network about in 2006, 2007. I stopped because I got tired of being told, lead with the business, forget about the products. I learned a lot in that network. I learned that they use the phrase all the time, the money's in the deep. So I would say that the money's in the deep, in the sense that I have LifeWave uses a binary system. So each one of us has a left leg and a right leg, and we build out both legs as much as possible simultaneously. Let me stop that. As much as possible simultaneously, and we get paid as each one of those legs grow. There's several ways of receiving money. One of them is obviously for introducing people we introduce directly, and depending on which package they buy, whether they come in as a bronze, a silver, a gold, platinum, or a diamond, at whichever level they come in, we receive a different amount of commission. Obviously, at the beginning, those commissions are very interesting because it gives us a boost. It helps us to upgrade. I always tell everybody, look, whatever position you come in, the first goal you should have is to get to a diamond position, and then not use any of the money that comes in until you're diamond. And then when you're diamond, you have money coming into your weekly economy every Tuesday. So in my case, today I have 90 people on my right leg and 30 people on my left leg. When I have 100 people on both legs, which might take another month and another 6 weeks. Certainly the right leg in probably within 2 weeks for sure. No, within a week we'll have 100 people. But when both legs have 100 people, there's nothing I can do to stop it anymore. When I met Javi, he was in it for 4 months. He had 900 people. He'd invited, I think, 25 people. And those 25 people, half of them were doing something, and they had become 900 people. And next time I asked him, it was 1,100 people. Next time I asked him, it was 1,380. I don't know how many people now. And with those numbers, with 1,000 people in your down life, your money in your down line, your money life changes completely. And it's not hard. The barriers that this company has for each level are very well thought out, and it's very easy to achieve each one of the levels. So basically, what we want to do first of all, Javi uses the expression is make managers. What is a manager? I become a manager when I have 2 people on my left leg and 2 people on my right leg, each in a position of silver and above. So that's our first goal, is to become a manager. Chris became a manager yesterday. I think Helen on this call, if she didn't become a manager today, she's becoming a manager tomorrow. And then our next goal is to help the people who have, for them to become managers. And then we what's the next level is director. So then we become director, senior director, and so on and so forth. But the steps are, I've seen other companies, and it's much more complicated. Here, it's very, very doable. So there are 3 ways we make money. I've described the first way, which is receiving commissions for the people when they come in and commissions for when they upgrade. Then the next way is we receive what's called a cycle bonus. When our strong leg has 660 points and our weak leg has 330 points, could be the left, could be the right, and it might change. So that's why I say strong leg and weak leg. One might overtake the other. So when we have 330 on the weak leg matching 660 on the strong leg, we get a $50 cycle bonus. And when we have then 1320, a second 660 on the strong leg and a second 330 on the weak leg, we get another cycle bonus. So that's the second way of making money. The third way of making money is we receive a commission on the people who are managers who we've invited. On our first level, we receive 25% of the cycle bonuses that all the people in our first level in manager position or above are getting. At the moment, I've got 4 people in manager position. So, and today I got cycle bonuses from 2 of them. One went through 2 cycles and one had 1 cycle, and that gave me $37.50. When one has half a dozen managers, half a dozen directors, those numbers go up radically. We also make a 20% commission on the second level, managers and above, and the third level, managers above. There are a couple of other qualifications to get those, but very, very doable. Sorry, and so that's 3 ways of making money. The other way of making money, it's not my way of doing it, but we have quite a lot of people who are doing that. They are coming in on Diamond. They are buying patches and reselling sleeves of patches. As we call a sleeve. It's like an envelope with 30 days patches. So once you're Diamond, it's the best price you can buy the patches at. And one of the people in my downline, not invited by me, he's a salesman, and he's just added it to his line of products. So as he goes around to all his clients, he's talking about this as well. And he's selling a lot of patches and making between 30 to 40% on his sales. Not what I want to do. However, if I put it in your minds that if you have gymnasiums, chiropractors, health food stores, and they are you can either ask them to put a banner with your link, or if they're up for it, they should join and have a banner with their link and offer the products as another product that they're offering. If they actually sell it, they can make a profit on the product, but it's smarter that they just enroll people on a monthly auto ship, and with the monthly auto ship, they'll make, for each one of their clients, they'll make $20 for each X39. And you know, an organization that enrolls 100 people, that's $2,000 a month. That's very, very interesting too. So going back to the kits, you see the kits here. The bronze kit is $125 plus local tax plus shipping. Silver is $300 plus local tax plus shipping. The gold is $500. Now, I tell people, if you're thinking of coming in, but you don't have the money, always come in today, not tomorrow. Come in as bronze if you don't have silver or gold money, but come in. I said that to Chris because he said, I'm coming in after the weekend. And he said, and I said, no, Chris, you've got the money to come in today as bronze. I know that powerful people are going to come in underneath you this weekend if you're there. And if not, you're going to miss out. They won't be below you, they'll be above you, because our points grow not only by the people we invite, but all the people who are below us on our right leg and all the people who are below us on our left leg. So that's very, very exciting. So he said, okay, he came in on bronze. I think it was a Thursday, and by Monday he'd upgraded to silver, but there was already a diamond person below him. So that gave him points, but that diamond person is very active. So, you know, if you're thinking about it, but you don't have enough money today to go, you'd say you want to come in as a gold or even more. I wanted to come in as diamond, but I had November, I knew I had big tax bills, so I came in as a gold. Silver and bronze are considered consumers. Gold and above are considered distributors. So basically, as soon as we can, we want to get to gold if we didn't come in as gold. And if you notice, the difference between bronze and silver is $175, and the difference between silver and gold is $200. So, for example, one of my friends, Julian, he came in as silver. He wanted to be diamond. He wanted to be gold, of course. And as silver, he invited somebody in who came in as a diamond. He got $200, and that gave him the money to go up to gold. So, you know, there's plenty of ways to do it, and we can also have workshops on, you know, working workshops rather than presentation. Anyway, that's basically how the compensation plan works. I don't know if Javi wants to add something here. If Chris wants to add something here.
Yeah. So basically, we love you where you're at. You come in how you can come in. And like Georgette said, you can always upgrade. And the good thing about what I love about this company, any other company won't allow you to upgrade by paying the difference. They want you to pay everything all out. Over here, you just pay the difference from going from bronze to silver, from silver to gold, from gold to platinum, from platinum to diamond. All you have to do is pay the difference. Okay, so it's an amazing concept. You're going to be part of an amazing company, and come in where you feel you come in at the moment. We recommend that if you can come in, you come in. If you want to just try the product, if you come in to go swimming, I'm reading the comments. to go silver, that's a 90-day, it gives you 90 days worth of patches. Like Dr. Smith said, you're going to be on the patches for 90 days to get your true testimony. If you really want to come in and build, come in as a gold if you can. He will work with you personally. I will work with you personally. I live, breathe, and sleep LifeWave. Chris knows it, Jordan knows it, Beverly knows it, Helen knows it. I'm here to help anyone who wants to run with this. So, George, great job on this page. Next page, please.
Can I just say that thanks to George, I came in on silver, and thanks to George, he was helping me, and he said, okay, just leave the money there that's coming in as a commission, and then you can upgrade to gold, which is what I did. And then from gold, I upgraded to platinum with the money that came in. And it was so easy because I believed so much in the product itself. It was just selling itself. So it wasn't as though I was doing a hard sell. You know, it was just happening. And then again, with George's help, I went to platinum and then into diamond. So once you get to diamond, then you're sailing, you know. And again, I didn't touch that money. I left it there. I was going through difficult times, but I even thought, okay, I'm going to leave it there, and because this is what I want to do, and I did. And now I'm diamond, and
every week the money that comes in every week is into your weekly economy.
It's pocket money. It's pocket money, and it's so amazing. Yeah, it really is. And you know, I'm as George said at the beginning, I don't understand about all the network marketing, but I do understand about the product. And I can really relay this to the people, how amazing it is. And I've even been working with animals, with horses, and the results are immediate. When I take my patch off, I have an aloe vera patch off at nighttime, and I put it on my cat. And in fact, she's been walking around with it on all day, and I've just left it there. I've just taken it off about half an hour ago. So it seems to stick there well. I don't even have to shave her hair. She doesn't touch it. And so she's changing also. So it's amazing, you know. So anyway, go ahead, guys.
So guys, I took it upon myself to make a quick phone call while George was presenting and have my sponsor, my good friend, Senior Presidential Director, Mike Hernandez, who just joined us on the Zoom right now.
Super.
One of the resources of our leadership that you're going to see next Thursday on our leadership call. I just wanted to give you a sneak peek of what we have under our umbrella. Mike Hernandez has been my friend for the last 14 years. We have done amazing things in this business. He came out of retirement to do this. I just want to shut up. Mike Hernandez, meet Team South Africa here, led by George, led by Chris. Take it away, Mike. Unmute yourself, please.
I'm looking for Mike here.
Unmute. Can you guys hear me? Can you see me?
Themselves activated. Let me spotlight you just a second. Add spotlight, and I'm going to stop the share because then we can see you better. And let me spotlight you. Sorry. Here we go. Why isn't it doing? Let me spotlight. Remove spotlight.
I think once I speak, it should go right to my screen if I'm not mistaken.
There we go. So you're somewhere in Florida, yeah?
Yes, I am in South Florida. So first of all, I'm so excited to see that we have a team expanding in South Africa. I've actually been doing meetings for another group of mine that's expanded into South Africa. So it's great. At some point, we got to put the group together on a Zoom or something. But I'm just flat out fired up about this. George, congratulations. I know that you've been doing your thing. I know that you've been very active since day one. I've known Javi now for many, many years. And I'm so excited that I shared this with him when I did. And I'm so excited that he was open to looking at the opportunity and that he and Olga got us excited as they did when they saw this product work. And when I jumped on right now, I heard someone talking about how they can, attest to the product, how the product is amazing. Guys, that's why this opportunity is what it is. The reason why I came out of retirement 6 months ago was because I saw that we have a product that not only works wonderful, it works wonders for people, but the fact that it's exclusive. When I saw that people were getting the kind of results that we're getting, and when I saw that it's exclusive because no one in or outside of our industry can duplicate it, we have over 130 patents protecting it. My wife and I said, you know what? We have to become a part of this. And we did. And I tell you what, because we had been retired from this industry for the past 8 years, I figured that it's going to take some time to build some momentum. We've been out of the game for so long. And I figured that in 12 months from the time that we got signed up, if we would get to the point where we were making $10,000 per month, for me, that would be good, right? Because we had to start all over again. And guys, it took us about 2.5 months to reach that financial goal weekly. It took us about 2.5 months to get to $10,000 a week. So here, send to voicemail. So I'm just telling you, I've never seen anything like this because I've never seen a product like this. So we have an opportunity to go out there and make whatever kind of money that we're really looking to make. And we're just getting started. So this weekend on Saturday, I don't know. I know that the time difference is a challenge for people in South Africa. But on Saturday from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m., we're going to be covering everything that we as leaders are doing. I know Javi's going to be talking. I'm going to be talking about numbers. I'm specifically going to be focusing on the importance of auto ship and how many people you need on auto ship to get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,000 per month, 10,000 per month, and that same amount of money per week. I'm going to break down the numbers for you. So I'm excited to be here, guys. Listen, this opportunity is truly life-changing. When I got involved in network marketing back in 2006, so most of you don't know my story, but I couldn't afford to pay attention. All right. I was so broke, I couldn't afford to pay attention. I had no credibility, no influence whatsoever. And I got behind Stephen Gina Merritt, and we earned over $5 million in 7 years with a product that's inferior to this, with a compensation plan that's inferior to this. So when I tell you that we not only made millions, but we made millionaires. So we're just getting started. We know that we're gonna do way more than what we did in the past. And guys, we're all the pioneers here. So I'm excited to be on this call. I'm excited to be part of this team. And you guys have great leadership with George, great leadership with Javi, and I'm gonna be one more tool in your toolbox. So
Mike, you're gonna get to know Chris as well, as time goes by. So great leadership with Chris as well here.
Awesome. Awesome. So guys, at some point I want to go out to South Africa. In the past, in my last company, I traveled to Japan, Korea, I traveled to Thailand, Taiwan, all over South America, all over Europe. I can't wait to go to Australia. I want to go to South Africa. I hear there's beautiful beaches out there and beautiful people. So count on me 1,000%.
Don't forget Spain, Mallorca.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to. My wife, she's got roots from Spain. She's half Spaniard and half Dominican.
Okay, well, when you come, we'll go out on the water.
So now you know why,
I can't wait.
Guys,
I can't wait.
Why I invited Mike on here, just a little sneak peek of what we have in our corner to help us build our business. He will be on our call next Thursday with Stephen Gina Merritt on our team call with South Africa and Spain and Mexico. That will be on because I want everyone to see what we have to help us build our business. So here's the bottom line. LifeWave has landed in South Africa. LifeWave has landed in South Africa. Whoever wants to take charge and change their life and change the lives of others, now is the time. You have the resources, you have the business partners who want to help you. It just takes a little bit of work. But like they say, if you do the things that are easy, your life is going to be hard. But if you do the things that are hard, your life is going to be easy. Yeah, it's not hard to patch somebody. It's not hard to put a patch on someone and just sit there and wait for them to say, oh my God, how do I get more of this stuff? Okay, we can leave with a product here, people. LifeWave has landed in South Africa. Chris is leading an amazing team. I'm excited for you guys. George, do you have anything else that you want to add to this presentation?
No.
Good. Talk to the person who invited you here today. All right. I will work with you personally if you're serious about building this business. Okay. Entrepreneurs take naps. They don't sleep. Okay. And that's who we are right here. LifeWave has landed in South Africa. I am so happy everybody decided to come on here today. Congratulations. You could have been doing something else with your time, but someone believed enough in you to come and see why we're so excited and why we're taking this thing global. With that being said, I'm done here. Take my number down. I'll work with you personally, and we'll see what you guys soon.
Javi, I think
Yes.
just before you all go, Michael, welcome to our group. I think what's absolutely wonderful though is just before we go, because you're being recorded here, is how it actually impacted the patches that worked on your life and your son's life, please.
Oh, my son?
Michael? Mike.
No, Mike.
Can't Mike hear us?
Yeah, Mike can hear us, but it's not. It's not.
It would be amazing.
It's not his son. I don't know how the patches worked on Mike's life personally. Tell us.
Yeah. So basically, a couple of things. I know Javi's son is the one who's really helped with autism, and I know his wife also. But with me, I was involved in a car accident. My Tesla was totaled when a drunk driver took the light and hit me about a year and a half ago. So I had a lot of pain, a lot of neck pain. My fingertips were always numb. When I drive stiff-handed like this. So my hand would become numb. So all of the pain disappeared, all of the numbness disappeared. I had problems sleeping. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an investor. So I was flipping homes. I had 3-4 homes going at a time, and my mind never stops. So it was hard for me. I had insomnia for many years. Basically, I was never able to sleep sound. I sleep like a bear, right? So my pain's gone. I sleep like a bear. And finally, I am vegan. I take very good care of myself. I'm 50 years old. I work out like an animal. I tell people I wish I had the body that I have now when I was 25. But even though I take very good care of myself, my digestive system, I always suffer from constipation. And all of those things went away from me. My wife, whenever she has her menstrual cycle, she is just out for 3 days. My wife doesn't know when she's getting her cycle, when it's gone. And that testimony has been very consistent amongst women. Also, she had a little bump above her chest. The bump was gone within 3 days. And she had very hard, very bad ovarian pain. And her ovarian pain was gone within 3-4 days. And it's never come back. Not to mention that she also can never sleep, and she's sleeping like a baby. So those are the things that have happened for us. But I will tell you one thing. I have learned more about diseases and health issues in the last 5-6 months. I've learned more about them than in the last 50 years of my life, because people are coming back to me constantly about, I didn't know what neuropathy was. Now I target people with neuropathy. I didn't know what MS was. I target people with MS. I didn't know what really lay behind Parkinson's disease. But I've seen that people have just gotten all these crazy results. So now, I gotta tell you, we have something magical in our hands. And the last thing I will tell you is this. I will tell you that we have an opportunity because no one knows about this patch. And this patch has the power to change people's lives like it's doing. But I guarantee you that everyone you know is going to know about this patch, with or without you, with or without me. The opportunity lays in the fact that nobody knows about it yet. But guys, whether it's going to be a doctor that tells your friends and family members, whether it's going to be a pastor, and I mentioned doctors and pastors because I'm personally dealing with a bunch of doctors, and I'm in the doctor clinics talking to all the patients. I am dealing with pastors, and they're putting me in front of the entire church. So, and I'm not the only person. So people are going to know about this, with or without you, with or without me. The opportunity is that we know about it first. So it's our job to go out there and patch people up and, let them find out through us, because they're going to find out it through somebody. So that's all I've got to say.
Thank you for sharing, Mike. Thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Thank you, Mark. Also
God
awesome
bless you.
meeting you.
With that
See
being
you.
said, everybody plug in on Saturday on that training. Is going to be nothing but nuts and bolts on that thing. Okay. Talk to the person who invited you today. If anybody wants me to work with them personally, reach out to me as well. And we'll make a game plan and get you to where you want to go with. The first step is manager. So with that being said, guys, it was always a pleasure coming on here, talking to you guys, and we'll see each other soon.
Thank you, my friend.
Hey guys, listen, I know, I'm sorry, we keep trying to hang up, but I would love to be able to come on one day and also do a presentation for you guys. I've been doing it for another South African team. Usually I'm getting up around, I think we do the calls around 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, more or less, when it's like 7, 8 o'clock in the evening in South Africa. So count on me. I would love to jump on one day and, feed you some of the enthusiasm that I have.
Cool.
So we'll do it next
That would
week.
be awesome.
Mike, next week then. Done deal.
Next
Done
week,
deal.
1 p.m. Eastern time.
What day?
I'll keep you posted.
Today.
I'll send you the
Wednesday.
link.
Wednesdays.
Okay.
Wednesdays at 1.
Okay, perfect. Guys, God bless you. Look forward to meeting you and working with you. And just like Javi said, you can count on me to work with me personally as well. George, thank you for your leadership. And what was the gentleman's name? Chris, I look forward to meeting you, my friend, and working with you.
You also, my friend. Good meeting you. Looking forward to the journey.
Likewise. Welcome to the team, my friend.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
God bless you guys.
Take care,
Okay.
guys.